So for me, when you're doing your makeup, it's all, especially for something like a Zoom call, it's all about having like a really beautiful base. If your skin looks fab, everything else will just fall into place. So I'm going to really focus on how to achieve a beautiful looking skin today and show you how to add a little touch of colour to the eyes and the lips, just so it all ties in nicely. But obviously you don't want to be overdone because it is only for a Zoom call, but you do want to feel like you've kind of made an effort. So first up is the Charlotte Tilbury, the Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is my absolute fave. You've seen me use this in many a video before, so I'm just popping this all over like so, and then I'm going to just blend this into the skin. So I use this as kind of like a primer on the skin, so it gives, you can see there, it gives a really beautiful glow to the skin, but it also helps your makeup stay on longer, and it really enhances how your complexion looks and wears throughout the day. So I kind of just put this all over. And you can see there, like, there's very little coverage. It's not a foundation, but on my days off, I definitely do wear it on its own with a bit of concealer. It does look fab. So next up, I'm going to use a foundation that's really popular, but I think a lot of people struggle with using it. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and the shade that I'm using is shade 5.5 in Warm. Oh, sorry, it's actually shade 5.5 Neutral. And I'm just using 1.5 pumps of this, and I'm mixing it into my Hollywood Flawless Filter. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I find that the airbrush foundation is super matte on the skin, and by adding the Hollywood Flawless Filter in, it gives just a really beautiful luminosity to the skin, so you don't have that kind of chalky overlay. So I'm just literally buffing it on, going in with a My Kit Co brush. It's actually sent this one, so there's no number on it, but I'll get the number for you and put it on the screen. But just buffing it everywhere bar the eye area. So this is a really good tip if you want to build the coverage. I like to do a little kind of stomping motion on the skin wherever I want a little bit more coverage. So at the moment I have a little bit of a hormonal breakout on the chin, so I'm just doing that kind of dabbing motion. So next up, I'm going in with a concealer, and this was recommended to me by Lisa Shannon. It's absolutely beautiful on the skin. So it just gives a really fresh, lightweight look underneath the eye. It does have a nice amount of coverage in it too. So you get that really beautiful fresh under eye, and I know, especially for me, I haven't really been sleeping great lately, so I do need a little bit of extra coverage underneath the eyes. So what I'm going to do is go in with the same brush and just that swooping motion, pulling it right back to the temple. It's going to give you that beautiful lift on the eye. I do like to put it across the lid too, just so the lid has the same colour as under the eye. And then what I like to do is go in with my finger and just press it in so that you remove any texture from that area. It's just a great little way of pushing it into the skin. So when you have your base applied and you're happy enough with the coverage, I'm putting on a little bit extra today because My skin is just really inflamed at the moment, so I'm just giving a little bit of coverage, but apply whatever coverage you prefer. Like if you're more of a kind of natural coverage girl, you can just use the tinted moisturizer or use whatever foundation that you normally use. That's just the one that I like to use. So I'm going in now with some blusher, and I'm going to use a liquid blusher. I'm going to mix both of these together, but you don't have to use these. You can just use any blusher. This is just my personal preference. A number 7 brush. There's no number on this. And what the trick when you're using liquid blushers or cream blushers is you need to massage it into your hand. So you're depositing the product into the brush, so when you apply it onto the skin, it just goes on really, really seamlessly. So then what I do is I smile. And I buff it onto the cheeks. Now the reason why I'm putting blusher on before contour is because when I want to create a little bit of a fresher look, I don't like to overdo the contour. I think I can give a little bit more of it. Now don't worry, I am going to put contour on. I need to bloody shave away all of the bloody food I'm after been eating during quarantine. But I like to kind of shape the contour around the blush. So you can see there, it just looks really, really fresh. And I like to put a little whisk of it across the nose. I like to put a little stain on the lips because it really helps shape the makeup. And then I'm going to hug my contour around this. Kind of caramel sandy shade. So I'm using a Rebel Luna brush, and this is R04. It's a really, really beautiful little long tail brush. What I do is I pack it onto the brush, gently dust off any excess, and then I really hug it underneath the blush. So I kind of, by putting the blush on first, it's really shaping where I want my contour to go. Don't forget the jawline. Tell you, I need more than a bit of medium tan to get rid of that double chin, but you listen. And then I like to pop a little bit down the side of the nose, just to give a kind of more slender effect, and then some up on the tip of the forehead. So this is a great way of just adding a little pop of colour to the eye without it looking too heavy, and it just really shapes the eye. So if you have an eye shape like me, which is no socket line, what the best way to apply is just do circular motions around the lid and come up higher than the crease, and that's really going to shape your eye. If you keep it to the lid here, what happens is when you open your eyeshadow disappears. But I am going to do another tutorial on hooded eyes because a lot of people ask me how to apply eyeshadow on a more hooded eye shape. So sure, all I have is time at the moment, so I'll definitely get one of those done for you. I'm just using a smaller brush. This is an Inglot. It's called the 16pp, and it's just really fluffy on the tip, and it's great for just running it underneath the eye. Now if you want your eye to kind of stand out, this is the best way to really make your eye pop. Now if you wanted to kind of add a little bit more of a kind of fresher feel to the look, I'm going to go in with the Pillow Talk, but you can just leave it at this and then put mascara on. So kind of take what you want from this video. I'm going to go right to the end, just in case you like a little bit more makeup. I like a little bit more makeup. I'm probably going to pop a bit more on this weekend because I haven't been wearing it, and it just really picks me up. So I'm going in with the Pillow Talk palette, and I'm just popping it on top of the bronzer. So just going to give a really beautiful kind of dusky rose effect to the lids. And these kind of pinky tones are beautiful on green eyes. They really make them pop. So just in the exact same place that I applied the bronzer, I'm applying the pinkier colour from the Pillow Talk palette. I'm just using my fingertip, and I'm going to just pop it right onto the centre of the lid. and that's just really gonna open the eye. And it can be really nice to pop the paler colour right in here too. This is my favourite mascara, the In Extreme Dimension from MAC, and I like to put heap loads of this on. So when you're doing your lashes, a little trick is to roll the mascara from the root to the tip. Don't comb down on the lash. If you comb down on the lash, you're going to flatten the curl that you've created. Always roll upwards, and the combs are designed to coat the lash from the kind of inside. Now for lipstick, I'm going to use my favourite lip liner is Dervish. So the trick is when you're overdrawing your lips, or if you want to just stick to your natural shape, just stick to your natural shape. But I slightly tend to overdraw. So there's a white line above. It's really hard to do this while I'm talking, but there's a white line above everyone's lip. If you want to overdraw your lip, draw on the white line and not your actual lip line, and it's a really beautiful way of naturally enhancing your lips. Now I'm going to go in with some lipstick. This is my favourite. This is the lipstick I wore on my wedding day, Dance Floor Princess. Oh. It is the nicest bridal lipstick. I love it. And then I love to kind of slightly brighten the centre of the lip. So I just put, this is really random, a touch of concealer. And it helps give that kind of faded effect. So then your lips look a lot fuller. And then I'm going to just finish it off with some of my favourite lip gloss. This is the Fenty Beauty lip balms. They are so nice. They smell amazing too. And there you have it, guys. That is your Zoom party, house party makeup for the bank holiday weekend approaching. So I hope everyone got some tips and tricks. Like I said, you don't need to create this full look. Hopefully I've kind of broken it down in stages so that you can take what you need from it. But I would definitely say if you are getting on and doing a bit of Zoom chatting with the fam over the weekend, pop a bit of glam on, and at least it'll feel like it is kind of a special time of the year. But I hope everyone has a really nice Easter, even given the circumstances. Eat loads of chocolate and have a lovely weekend. I hope everyone enjoyed, and I'll chat to you soon.